make Tony P go live on his Instagram
4,
as we...
3, 2.
All right, it's 7:30 on this Tuesday night. That means it's time to find out if you like it or not. I'm producer Chris, and tonight we are talking about whether or not you should have to train your replacement. A viral video we'll show you coming up here in just a second. The bedtime gap. We've talked about age gaps, swag gaps, AI gaps, and now it's the bedtime gap. Astrology's impact on your plans, your schedule, your calendar, and maybe even who you date. And Tony P's War on Cringe. It is Tony P Tuesday here on Do You Like It or Not. Before we check in with Tony P, though, I want to talk about how you can join me live as my virtual co-host. You see the graphic right there. We show it to you at the top of the hour every single night. We are streaming a lot of different ways to join the show. If you're watching on the YouTube, you can leave some comments in the chat. We'll check them a little later. If you're watching on the Fox local app on your connected TV, you can make it a 2-screen experience. Just scan the QR code or punch in that meeting ID. It'll take you right into the Zoom room, and you can share some of your own hot takes. If you're watching on our website, fox5dc.com, Fox Local on your phone, you can't scan the QR code. You can go over to my Instagram, Fox5 Producer Chris. I've got a link to it pinned to the top. We also post it in our broadcast channel. That's through Fox5 DC's Instagram page. We're also streaming live on TikTok behind the scenes all half hour long. So we'll check in with all of our virtual co-hosts coming up here in just a little bit. We're also standing by for my Live Zone primetime co-host, Tony P, who's casually strolling in, hanging up his coat, setting down his briefcase, his work badge that he's so honored to carry here.
Yes, I'm honored.
Tony P in the jeans and the sport coat today.
Looking good. Look at this. Huh?
Looking like... Oh, he's got the loafers on, too. It was a nice day outside today.
Comparatively. Feel like Bruce. Got the tour coming up.
I don't think I've ever seen Bruce Springsteen wear a sport coat on the stage.
Maybe. Maybe a Super Bowl one. I want you to
Tony
get the
P,
guacamole dip. I want you to put the chicken fingers down.
How are you doing today?
Good, my friend. How are you?
Not too bad. How was the 7 o'clock show?
It was. We had some good debates, I'll tell you.
How was the 2 o'clock show?
2 o'clock was fun. What are we talking about?
How was the Marissa Mitchell show?
I was on all day today.
What's coming up on the Live Zone Prime Time?
We got everything.
Tony P runs this station.
Come on, this man does.
That leads me right into my first story tonight.
Boy.
The company veteran sparking a social media
I know this
debate
one.
over your obligations to your office and your coworkers. Take a listen and you'll see why I'm picking on this guy.
Oh, you were.
25-year-old get my promotion, and then they asked me to train her. Here's what I said. No, not sorry, not maybe later, not let me check my schedule, just no. She looked shocked. My manager looked furious, and HR sent me an email about being a team player. I didn't care, because here's what just happened. They passed me over for a promotion that I had earned, gave it to someone fresh out of grad school with 0 experience, and then expected me to teach her how to do the job they said I wasn't good enough for. The audacity is stunning, isn't it? You want me to train my replacement? Pay me. You want my 25 years of knowledge? Pay me. Consulting rates triple my salary. You want me to smile while you're humiliating me? Wrong person. I am not your free training program. I am not here to make your cheap labor look competent, and I am not going to hand over everything I know so you can pay her half of what you pay me. They told me I was being unprofessional. I told them I was being appropriately compensated for my expertise, or I wasn't sharing it, and they said I wasn't supporting the team. I said the team didn't support me when I asked why I didn't get the role. Silence. Here's what I love.
Silence. Tony P.
I love it.
Refusing to train the person they hired instead of you, gatekeeping the information. Do you like it or not?
Because they passed her over. Yeah, I love it.
How can you honestly expect them to train the person for the job that they say you are not qualified to get?
Look, I think it's totally fair for her to do that. Number one, the consulting fee thing, she's so right about that. She'd go do that in the private market, so go for it. And number one, I just think that's good. I think she's standing up for herself. A lot of companies try to get away with this stuff. That's why they make so much profit with the profit margin, because they don't pay people properly. And again, if you're going to pass over someone with 25 years of experience, that is absolutely shameful, especially in a corporate setting where processes and procedures matter. Having that institutional knowledge and that gut reaction is going to matter in tough decisions, not someone out of grad school.
I've said it before, and I've said it again. David in the Zoom room, experience is overrated.
Experience is overrated. That's what you're going to tell me, Chris.
All right. Refusing, though, to train the replacement that they hired instead of you, even though they expect you to. David, do you like it or not?
I'm 100% with this woman. I guess to be fair, I'd like to hear the other side of the story. I can't like what the management is saying. I can't imagine anything that would not vindicate her in my mind. So the only additional thing I'd have to say is, in her position, you probably want to just look for another job and work your way out of there, because either way, you've been so disrespected and you're gonna have this resentment towards the company, or they are going to start working. It's going to be the beginning of a waterfall to push you out. It might take a while, but it's not going to. There's going to be hard feelings all around.
Yeah.
But I'm 100% with this woman.
Yeah, the comment section basically said lawyer up at this point. Allison's in the Zoom room.
Good.
Allison, do you agree with her gatekeeping that information or demanding to be paid in order to share it?
I can definitely understand her point of view and why that she feels the way that she does. But then thinking from a business standpoint, this is why you never only have one person that knows how to do one thing. There needs to always be at least two or three people with the same information, so that issue never happens again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Chad, I used the example earlier today, a sports metaphor of Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. Brett Favre famously refused to train his replacement in this case.
Yeah.
You stole her thunder. She was just about to bring that up.
Aaron Rodgers had to do it too.
Yeah, with
I
Jordan
think he was
Love.
having
Yeah,
to train
barely.
Love, yeah.
And
Yeah, I
he
think
had
in
no
this
interest in
situation
it.
with this lady, I think if she misses her stapler at some point and they move her to the basement,
I know you're
I
going
think
with
she better be
this.
looking for her.
We're in the building now.
The Office
We're
Space
not.
reference.
Yeah, so
I
if she
love
burns
it.
the place down, no one can
you
act
did Tuesday.
surprised.
That's a
Only
good
Tuesday.
reference. Now, first of all, the football thing, I think it's different because Brett Favre was the star quarterback. He made millions. Aaron Rodgers made the millions. This woman didn't even get paid to do anything. She didn't get the promotion. So it isn't like, okay, with the quarterbacks, you had your day in the sun. I could see that argument of being a little bit salty for not training your backup.
Yeah.
But this woman didn't even have a chance to be in that glory of being in that promoted role. So this is all on her. Good for her.
You know what would piss me off even more, though? You could be the best teacher in the world, but someone has to be willing to learn
Yes.
as well. And too often, that is not the case. And that is not reflective on the teacher sometimes. All right.
Exactly.
Keep the comments coming on that one. I love that. Oh, you know what? We just got a new face here in the Zoom room. Let's say hi to
class.
Melissa. Melissa, what did I say earlier when I was teasing that story that your response would be?
Created what you said earlier today about me saying, hell no, I ain't training nobody. Hell to the no. You do what you need to do, but I ain't training nobody. Hell
Well, it
no.
looks like you're training people right
Right.
now.
I mean, these are my students. Hey!
What does the class think? That's what I want to know.
We just came to say hello.
Thank
it.
you for joining. Tell everyone we say hello. Thank you so
I wanna
much.
start working
Have
out.
a
I'm
great
ready.
session. We're going to send Tony P out there to film one day.
ready.
All right. They say the early bird gets the worm, but what if your partner goes to bed late? A recent survey from Talker Research found that it's common for relationships to have a bedtime gap. The average time between partners going to bed is about 80 minutes, but couples with fewer bedtime gaps tend to be happier. The study shows a correlation between those who go to bed at the same time and those who said they were very happy in their marriage. Tony P, going to bed at the same time, do you like it or not?
Ooh, I do, because I think you have an accountability buddy in a partner where you both go to bed early, you get up at the same time, you get your routines going. That's one thing that I'm working on in my relationship. We're both trying to figure out, sleeping times, working out, things of that nature. And when you have an 80-minute time interval, which I think the study was showing, 80 minutes, that's a lot of time. And number one, don't forget about the mood that you might be in. If you only sleep 5.5 hours versus your partner's 7, the different types of moods could hurt relationships, I think. I don't think the 80-minute time interval that the story mentioned is a good idea at all for couples. I think you can't be like my grandmother watching TV at 1 o'clock in the morning and go to bed at 2 and have a husband that's going to get up at 6 a.m. It doesn't work.
All right, we've got a couple in the Zoom room, so let's ask them, Chad and Laura. What do you guys think? Going to bed at the same time.
We're pretty much on the same schedule. We set a bedtime for 12:30, but then 2 o'clock will hit. So we're kind of the same, but she gets a little upset because she feels, every night's party night here. I don't know if you know that. every night is party night, and I make a declaration, hey, it's party night every night. She goes, I can't do party tonight, so I have to get up early. I'm like, what time? And she won't give me a bedtime. So she gives me a bedtime, I try to follow it.
Well, the thing is, I also take longer to fall asleep, so I want to like be in bed to try and like relax, but then Chad falls asleep in like 30 seconds. He has zero issue falling asleep.
Nice.
He's snoring.
That's a great gift to have.
Nothing makes me happier than women getting mad at their male partners for being able to fall asleep. And this is a universal experience, and I don't know why. David, the bedtime gap, do you like it or not?
I've seen it go both. I've seen it work in every scenario, so I don't know that there's a wrong answer there. But yeah, I mean, if you can get a couple on the same schedule and going to bed and waking up at the same time, that's fine. If you're desynchronized by anything, if someone has to get up earlier or later in the morning, or if one is worn out from the day and either they go to bed early or need some relaxation time at night, I've seen it work that way too. So I think it works either way. I like it.
I love going inside people's bedrooms and learning all about their habits. Allison, the bedtime gap. Do you think it makes happier couples not having a bedtime gap?
I've actually been in both situations, and for one, it's nice to go to bed next to someone, having the same type of schedule. That's great. But there's also times where you might want the whole bed to yourself. Maybe I just want to be a starfish and stretch out and don't want you next to me. And then you can also miss the person more if you're not laying next to them all the time. So that might make your relationship even stronger.
Yeah, I think a bedtime gap also leads to a sex gap if you're not timing it correctly. I will just say, I tend, obviously we're on a nighttime schedule here, Tony.
Yes,
we
we are.
We get home a little later, and probably end up eating. Yeah,
exactly. Oh, my energy's up.
It takes a little while to wind down. But I will say, I have always made a habit of getting into bed at the same time my wife wants to go to sleep.
Okay.
I might just stay awake for the next 4 hours watching a movie on my phone, doing some work, scrolling social media,
the rabbit hole.
Whatever it is. She might wake up before me. She might read on her Kindle before I wake up. But we try to stay in bed for the exact same amount of time, more or less. Works for us. Different things for different folks, obviously.
I want to get up at 7 a.m.
always.
For even having this type of schedule. I want to try to do that.
It's overrated.
I'm on a mission.
Overrated. Listen, you're a young man. Sleep debts catch up. I will just warn you now.
I know.
Trust me. All right, next up, we're talking about astrology and the power you give the sun, moon, and stars over your everyday life. Because if you're like Kami Crawford, DMV's own Kami Crawford, you don't mess with Venus in retrograde. Take a listen.
I talked to my sisters. I was like, what is it about this date that I can't commit to it? And I really started looking into things when I had my astrologer to marry on my podcast. She comes on at least 4 times a year.
So you call her my astrologer, you say our therapist. How often do you talk to her?
As often as needed. As often as needed, depending. When I was in my single girl era, I would send her guys' birth times and places of birth.
Really?
Yes, because I need to know. What am I dealing with here? Is this person a crazy person or are they normal? You have to remember, I worked on Catfish. I can never be too certain.
Well, that's true because you have a lot of experience with dates that go wrong and people being dishonest. So you feel like this is a way of getting to know someone through astrology. It's like a different kind of investigating them. Okay, so you...
All right. So that was a lot. But she changed her wedding date based on the astrology, that fact that Venus was in retrograde. She says she also would use astrology to determine if someone was a good match for her when she was considering going out on dates with them. Tony P, do you like giving that sort of power to astrology? Yes,
I think astrology is such voodoo science that I don't buy it at all. I don't buy it for dates. This is for the audience out there, a really old 80s reference when President Reagan and Nancy Reagan used to do the astrology in the White House to kind of time different bills and things like that, events at the White House. They got a lot of flack for that then. It should apply to now. And I love Kami Crawford. She's a wonderful host. I love her stuff. Met her once. She's great. But she's wrong on this because you know why? Because this stuff, the Pisces versus Venus versus, our Libra, is it going to work out as a no, everybody has their own nuance. They are not, beholden to something like, a star sign about my birthday. It's like that's a random thing that was just picked out of the universe.
That's Tony P's take.
Sorry.
Chad and Laura in the Zoom room. Chad and Laura in the Zoom room. Do you guys buy into this astrology? Would you let it impact your calendar the way Kami Crawford said that she did?
I'll start. I know where you're going with this. Well, when we first started dating, Laura informed me that we were incompatible.
We're completely incompatible with astrology.
Why? What are you guys?
But we're going on 4 years and we live in a studio apartment together. So I think we proved that astrology is BS.
Okay.
Well, yeah, so it's 100% BS.
What signs are you guys that made it seem like you wouldn't have been compatible originally?
So I'm a Pisces and he's a Gemini.
Okay. So I will take your word for it. I do not know what that means.
I don't even know what those are.
In this case, Allison in the Zoom room. Allison, are you an astrology fan? And do you understand where Kami Crawford was coming on this one?
Yes, yes and yes. I talk about being an Aries all the time, and I wish Christina was here because she's an Aries as well. And we have very strong, fiery energy. I understand about why that decision was made about switching up the whole wedding thing, but what she should have done was check with the moon ahead of time to know when the retrograde was so she did not have to change her plan. But yeah, the whole astrology thing is so real. If you know anybody that was born like the end of March to the beginning of April, the Aries is a very strong, very creative, very loving, most loyal person. But don't make us mad because we turn into like Carrie when we get angry.
Okay. And so what is like a good compatible sign for those Aries? And what is a non-compatible sign?
Oh, not compatible? Leo. We can't date a Leo because that head-butting situation, I married a Leo, I dated a Leo, I gave birth to a Leo. No, we cannot do Leos at all.
Okay, so what's a good compatible one then? Anything else?
I would say like Pisces are pretty cool. Yeah, pretty much everybody. I think we get along with everybody except for Pisces. Sometimes we have issues with Scorpios, except for the bedroom. Aries and Scorpio in a bedroom is magical.
Okay, there you go. Keep that in mind. David.
Thinking about it.
David, giving astrology this sort of power over your calendar, your life, your plans. No, he's shaking his head. He doesn't like it.
One of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard of. And I remember having a conversation with my cousin one time where I talked to her about the Myers-Briggs personality indicator.
Okay.
There's a little bit of science behind it. I mean, I wouldn't swear by it, but there's something to it. And she started comparing it to astrology, and saying all the things the moon has to be in this phase and this constellations over here, retrograde, all these mumbo jumbo stuff. I don't know. It's all hooey. It's hooey, Chris.
David, when is your birthday?
When is my what?
When is your birthday?
All you need to know is I'm a Leo. That's
He's a Leo. All right, bring back Allison.
Right.
Allison, does this not shock you at all that David is a Leo?
Yeah, okay, so that's why me and David have been butting heads a little
Just
bit lately.
like a Leo.
Wow,
right? Just like a Leo.
Is there some proof there?
All right. Next up, a Tony P hot take. You may have seen this on the Take It 2 earlier today, posting this on social media. We need to stop using the word cringe so much. It's just used to shame people who are being authentic. Sadly, a lot of people are uncomfortable and insecure around uniqueness.
Yes.
Tony P, expand on that.
So we use this word cringe every time somebody may be a little bit unique. They're kind of authentic. Their weirdness, the little peccadillos come out, right? And I think it's the beautiful part of life. So we're all different. We have unique parts of ourselves. On the internet, especially when yours truly puts things up there about his life, call cringe all the time, and I'm the cringe master, and all these things. And it's not just about me. It's about everybody else that really tries to live their full life. And then we hear across the internet and on TV, we want celebrities and people to be more authentic and more relatable and more genuine. And then when they are that way, when they're their full selves and they put everything out there, you're called cringe, you're ridiculous and weird. It's like, so what do you folks want out there? Do you want people to be real? Or do you want people to be comfortable to your palate? And that's what it's about. You don't want genuineness. You want people to be a normal type that makes you feel comfortable. If their genuineness makes you feel comfortable, then it's okay. But if it isn't, it's cringe. I can't stand it.
Tony P. The
it's
problem
ridiculous.
is your generation Freddie in the Zoom room. Freddie, embracing the cringe, leaning into it. Do you like it or not?
No, I Warren cringe. Do you
oh yeah, no. I think it's a waste. I think it really prevents people from being their full selves in life, with their friends, and on the internet and in TV as well, because you're just called weird and cringe if you're unique or not normal.
I don't call it cringe like that.
Yeah,
so you know, I don't call it cringe on you, Tony P.
Thank you. And vice versa, my friend. This is called simpatico. This is called backing each other up.
Chad's a pretty unique individual. Keeps it authentic.
I'm super cringy. Okay, I like it. More cringe. I'm cringe proof. Wait, I'm cringe.
You're complete cringe.
I'm like with Tony P in this. I'm Tony. Don't let people get you down. Be your true Tony P. We enjoy your videos.
I know. Thank you.
We want full true Tony P. I'm gonna get full Chad R.
I like that.
Full Chad R. All right,
and we love you for it.
Keep the comments coming. We'll check those coming up on the other side of the break. Coming up next, though, the pizza chain that wants a Michelin star.
Oh God.
We're gonna get his opinion on that coming up next. We'll be right back. Tony P and I recreating the Step Brothers poster. Which one am I, Will Ferrell, or am I John C. Reilly? Anyway, it's Tuesday night, Tony P Tuesday, here on Do You Like It or Not. This is the part of the show where we like to check those YouTube comments. Right now, Mark says, in New Zealand, love Fox News. If you are actually watching this show and not just loving Fox News, that is a new record.
Yes,
for
please.
Furthest away. Andrew says, no, not sure about that one. West Virginia Ben, I'm not training someone just to replace me unless I'm sticking around in another capacity or there's one heck of a severance package. I agree with that. Let's see.
I think she got a severance.
Fire horse, Daniel says. I'm not sure. Is that a sign? I'm not familiar
No, I
with
don't think
that
so.
one. Maybe.
Even I know that.
Sleep debts will catch up. I work at 7 a.m. Used to work at 6 a.m. Probably should get more, but so much good on TV. Yeah, I believe in that. All right, Daniel, again, I believe in Chinese astrology, the year of the fire horse. Yeah, that is true. Today is also the Lunar New Year.
It is. Ramadan's here, too.
Yeah, and it's also Fat Tuesday, so let those good times roll, baby. Tony P, show me that. Never mind. All right. The next story is just for Tony Pizza. Tony Pepperoni, as I like
more
to
stories
call
for me.
Every now and then. Papa John's feeling extra saucy right now because the fast food pizza chain has set the far-fetched goal for itself to become the first pizza joint to earn a Michelin star. No pizzeria has ever received a Michelin star, for the record. Some have been mentioned in the Michelin Guide, but no stars. To prove that they deserve the coveted designation, the company, I should say, launched a new pan pizza with a new recipe. Papa John says it spent years perfecting it. It includes a Parmesan crust, a 6-cheese blend, Italian seasoning, and no artificial colors or flavors. So, Tony, a Michelin star for Papa John's. Do you like their odds or not?
Absolutely not. I mean, I hate to say it, Papa John's pizza's gone a little bit downhill over the years. My grandfather used to eat it all the time in Florida. He said the sauce has gone downhill from it. It's not as tangy as it used to be.
Okay,
so I think what they should do, and they have a guy at Dojo. I think he's a creator in Florida. He works Papa John's. He does the pizzas really, really well, and he documents that behind the scenes. I think they should do more content like that and bring in the real ingredients, bring in the new sauces together, how they make this new pan pizza, and really start to gain brand equity again with their really big target audience versus trying to go to this luxury stuff. No, you don't want to do that.
Is there a fast food chain pizza you think may deserve it more?
Ooh, good question. Can local chains kind of count? I mean, Andy's Pizza's pretty good. They're small.
Andy's Pizza fiend.
I may get some after.
All the time.
They're good. Papa Gino's back home, an old one from the Boston area. Papa Gino's is a good one. I think Domino's has the potential to become that because they've started to document them trying to create the new sauce. And really, with their timing and how their process is really good. I
actually know
Domino's.
a food scientist who works for Domino's and works on kind of perfecting their ingredients. And Chad and Laura,
we have them on the show.
Papa John's Michelin star. Do we like it or not?
On a count of 3, we're gonna tell you our favorite pizza on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Pizza. I'm joking.
The purpose of the Michelin star was originally to get people out and driving, right? Because it was by the tire company. And if you give,
is that true?
Yeah,
That's why
if
it's
you
a
give
wow
Papa
moment.
John's a Michelin star, I mean, there's one on every corner.
It's
so,
true.
like,
There's literally
what kind
one
of
across
revenue
the
is that
street
gonna
here.
be for tires?
Wow.
We're gonna send Tony over there and we're gonna test it and see if it's worthy
didn't know that
of a
either.
Michelin star.
Which one?
There's one across the street.
Andy's?
I'll show you. No, there's a Papa John's. David, Papa John's. Do you like their odds? Michelin star.
Do not like their odds.
Do not
They're
like
not
their
getting
odds.
Michelin
Is
star.
there a
They're
fast
not
food
gourmet.
pizza chain you think deserves it better? More?
No, I do not think so. I think Tony P had it right where Domino's in like the past 5-10 years has really improved their pizza. They're really good. And Papa John's has also gone down. 20 years ago, Papa John's was by far away the best. But Domino's is on their heels. Neither one of them deserve a Michelin star.
No love for the Little Caesars and Pizza Hut. The idea
Little
of private
Caesar, no.
but not secret when it comes to relationships has been taking off in recent years. If you follow people on social media, you know what we're talking about. But what is the best way to accomplish that? Because E! News host Justin Sylvester shared a Valentine's Day post for his partner Bobby with several pictures. But as you can see here, much like we talked about with those kids last week, Bobby's face was covered with emojis, including some old man ones. The caption read in part, "Just know that I'll one day show your face, probably not until we are both on Activia." Tony P, posting your partner without showing their face. We talked about this with kids last week. Do you like this or not?
Oh yeah, I mean, I do not post my partner at all.
At all, though?
Never,
Not-
because I don't. First of all, I mean, I don't even trust my own comment section with me. Okay, and there's a lot of disgusting comments that I get a lot, DMs, and I've been doxxed a couple of times. So the last thing I want is my partner or my family to get doxxed. So you know what? No, I don't show them at all. The emojis is actually pretty creative. I think it's smart. Again, it covers the face. But I think overall, that's a partner and partner decision.
Okay.
Like, you know, what do you want to
For
see?
sure.
Again, Justin Sylvester is a major host. He's out there a lot. There's a lot of different things he has to think about. But I think if they're both okay with it and they know the safety, they know the risks, go for it. But in my case, no. The social media, I'm sorry to say it, as someone who's on it, is a cesspool with a trash bin in the middle of it.
Let's check in with our Bronx bomber. Melissa's in the Zoom room. Melissa, posting your partner but covering their face. Do you like this or not?
Hell no. Hell to the no. And I'm gonna say I don't hide my students. It's their birthdays.
Hey!
Happy birthday! So
I
she
don't
don't-
hide nobody. My situationships, partner, whatever. No. If you don't want to post them and you want to put an emoji on, no. Hell no. Don't post them at all.
Allison, do you think you should just go with like the subtle hand in the corner instead?
That's not a bad idea.
No, I just think either show them or don't show them. Like, don't show the body unless you show the face. Show the whole person or don't show them, because it looks like you have something to hide in that point.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from on all of this. I think it's weird as well. Tony P,
No,
thank
it's
you
a
so
good
much.
idea.
I get where people are coming
Yeah,
from.
it's awful out there.
Thank you to everyone who joined us in the Zoom room. Thank you to everyone watching on Fox Local and Fox 5 DC's YouTube page. Tony P and I will be back at 9 o'clock for the Live Zone primetime. For producer Jim, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow night, Fox 5 News at 8. Tisha coming up next.